Spiritdoc here. Welcome. Doing the end of May. So mid to end May. General readings. This is for the sign of Aquarius. I call it this time to bring the universe, the Holy Spirit, high vibe, loving ancestors, light beings, archangels for protection, healing, and guidance. Thank you for bringing us here at this moment in this time to receive this divine knowledge, wisdom, and power for the highest good of everyone involved, including the collective as a whole and waves of groups, to whoever may be in time and fact come across this information. My readings are timeless. This can represent a past situation, a present situation, or a future situation. However, this information is for that which of meant for you to see in the now for the highest good of everyone involved. I thank you and respect your presence. Universe, if I forget at the end of my readings to close out with a prayer and loving guidance, please do so upon my behalf for my viewers and myself. So mote it be. Amen. Adson. Alright guys, so I have a little setup here. We're going to do some current just information for Aquarius, some in the now guidance, patience and planning, fox and lilies. My desert rose fell over. Desert rose fell over. So patience and planning, maybe you've been waiting for something to end, something to dry up, a situation to die out in regards to a person, place, or thing. It could be like something you were growing, seeds you were planting that people were kind of keeping an eye on, or just seeing what your plans or what your next movements are, what you're sprouting into. But you're definitely doing a lot of patience and planning in the meantime. Like in the meantime, between time, but people are keeping a close eye on it. Or you've been keeping a close eye on a situation for it to dry up and end. So take that how it resonates. Some current emotions that Spirit wants to bring attention to. I say emotions because these are the mermaid message deck. Messages from mermaids. So I just feel like, you know, when you go sit and ponder on the side, I was gonna say on the side of the universe, which I mean, she really is, right? When you go sit and ponder, you're kind of just going over your emotions and your thoughts, right? So here's a message in regards to like your emotional state. Solitude. So you have a lot of patience and planning and hanging out. So while you're in solitude, Aquarius, you've been going through a lot of things, a lot of situations, maybe some sneaky movements, or growing out of some sneaky movements, or planning to get away from some sneaky movements, or letting go of others who've been performing sneaky movements. But they're asking you that when you go into solitude, kind of really, you know, be alone and take a moment to really get in to that moment. Don't let no distractions, nothing. And really, really, you know, with pure intentions from your heart, ask the universe for, you know, whatever it is that you need at that moment. You know what it is. Release of emotions, clearing, grounding, root chakra work, crown chakra work, just growth, or just plans. Like maybe All right, what is my next step? They really want you to go within and listen to yourself. Turn off any other outside guidance. Like kind of like let that stuff dry up and die away, you know? It's like you could listen to your own internal guidance now. And the universe is asking you to do so at this time. Clarification on the Solitude, High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. So it's really just confirming, you know, the going within, getting your downloaded informations. And the Queen of Cups, manifesting, creating. Not only are you as above, so below. So not only are you, you know, asking for downloads, information, you know, that's abundance in itself. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. And in cups, it's you know, when your cup is full, you feel plentiful, happy, connected, grounded. Like, look at, she doesn't look bothered, you know? Like, yeah, calm and with a straight face, but it's really getting to that connectedness. You know what I mean? Because look at, like, the third eye is lit up. This girl has a crown piece on with a third eye pendant right there. So it's really, really in a sound bowl, really getting into your high priestess mode. And I feel like doing it out in public and not caring. I know last year I did a baptizing when I found out I had, you know, the abilities, which you do too, you know, ask God for that step, look at getting your crown, to baptize myself and my children. You know, you don't have to go to a church, but if you don't feel confident enough in yourself or you haven't been asked to do so, you know, you gotta have the Holy Spirit within you, right? So if you're at that step, well, last year when I was out at the beach, you know, I kind of baptized myself and my children in front of everyone, and I was a little embarrassed because, you know, I had to have my older kids hold my baby while I went and dipped myself in the ocean real fast. I mean, they were good and stuff, but like to others, they're probably like, what is this lady doing? But it's like, you know, now's not the time to run and hide from who you are. You really need to get grounded, get connected in who you are, hear your messages properly from the Holy Spirit, not from your coworker. I mean, yeah, I'm giving you this message, but it's giving you guidance to go within. Okay, maybe there's some people they want to tell you about, some things they want you to grow and invest in that's going to be abundant for you, some planning that they inquire you to meditate to receive those downloads. The Reiki I have, it's not even Reiki, it's binaural beats and Ishnonic tunes. Wake up full of energy and motivation. So maybe like getting connected, you've been having a lack of motivation, really, really get into your oneness. That's like what they keep, just really get into your meditative mode. Okay. And then we got the 10 of Wands, and it's really to let go of any burdens, any past situations that you might be going through, whether it's work, family, friends, foes, hoes, divine partners, whatever it is in your life. But it's kind of like, go within, feel it. I'm a big advocate in saying you gotta feel it to heal it, because you do. You know, even if it was the past, and bringing it back up hurts sometimes, but it hurts because it needs healing. So really go within to whatever it is, and then your next decisions will come more at peace. You know, maybe you're moving on to a new career, you're moving on to a new home, whether it's a different side of town or around the block or across the country or another country. Like, whatever it is that you're moving on to, maybe it's just a greater sense of self. Maybe you're finally going to accept that you too are the high priestess, that you too are connected and passionate and full of love of the universe, and you're gaining your new levels of crown. You know, maybe have faith in yourself. You only got the faith of a mustard seed, but I assume you should have more to baptize yourself, but maybe feel motivated to get out there and do that. It's just, it's a new beginning to whatever it is that you've been planning and growing from. Okay, moving on. I want to dig in to some past life clearing energy. So while you've been, Aquarius, in solitude, trying to line these up so we can see them. While you've been in solitude, you've been working through or getting downloads of how you are healing generational things in your life. So what is a past life message for Aquarius? Reconnect, number 40, comes down to 4, angel number. You have reconnected with someone from the past life who has been a source of extreme emotion for you. Old patterns may start to surface again. Like you're healing through old patterns that maybe you had with past people, or you're recognizing how you might be putting past circumstances with a new person, and how that's a pattern, how you react to situations. And since this is something completely different and new, so you're moving on from how you reacted to past things, people, places, and things, whether it's connected or it seems connected. However, this could be a love person, because then the next card is unconditional love. Or you could just be having unconditional love for people, places, and things in general, right? But number 1, so moving on from how you were before, or what you thought was a plan for you. You're finding out new universal plans or way of being, right? So you're starting, you went back down to ground zero, now you're at 1, like taking the first step. Reconnecting, taking the first step. This is unconditional love. You're surrounded by unconditional love. Open your heart to receive it. So even taking the first step to reconnecting with yourself, people, places, or things, it's opening your heart, because you wouldn't reconnect from anything you don't have solid love for, especially after going through this moment of chilling, relaxing, getting downloads, scoping out what's going on around you, growing into a new person, you know, going within again and getting new knowledge and acting in your light being high priestess mode. Why would you connect with something you don't have unconditional love for? You know what I mean? So it's like you finally got to that, and so you're able to better open your heart to receive that pure love connections that you deserve and that are destined for you. Bottom of the deck is fire energy. It could be a fire sign, just saying. So what is some more past life things that you're clearing, you're moving on from? Almost burnt the card. Wars and battles. Getting over the fiery wars and battles between people, places, and things. Between people, places, and things. Even in regards to children. However, it doesn't have to be a child. Say there's no child in the mix. This could be your rebirth. Your brand new beginning. When you start at 0, that was like conception, right? And now you're born again, reborn, rebirth. Getting over the war and the battle, even within yourself or with other people, or it could be someone that you have children with, or even with your own children. Don't make it fit where it doesn't fit, but see how it could be connected to your story, okay? But you're working through those situations and moving on to more loving, situation about the whole circumstance. Mother, maybe with your parents, that was someone that's like a mother, or you being a mother going through wars and battles over people you have children with. Take it how it fits. Some of that's past life karma. Have you ever sat down and seen a pattern that your parents went through that you're going through? You simply could just be on this earth to heal that so your children don't go through it. And you could teach them that this is a pattern that's been passed down in your generations, you know? So they can too, like, oh yeah, I shouldn't be that way when I get older, you know? Something I thought of earlier, intuitive messenger telling me to tell, is have you ever sat down and thought, like, why did you move to the city you live in that you met your destined partner in? Like, why did your parents come to this city? Why did my parents come to this city? Was it simply God's, shut up, there's a road on the TV and it says 411. The 411. Have you ever thought of, was that God's plan to get you and your future spouse together? But then also they can make, your parent can make an impact in that city too. So it was a double calling. Dude, God's plan is amazing. What is something, Aquarius, you're working through at this time from your past life? You got 4 cards, number 411. Trauma transmutation, clarification, right? Transmutation is the process of transmuting the energies of trauma that still linger with their energy field into higher force. This can be done spiritually through emotional development, as well as gaining knowledge and wisdom regarding the mechanics of human behavior. What is transmuted is released from us permanently, ending cycles of trauma. Going within and ending cycles, reconnecting, whether it's with yourself, people, places, or things, with newfound love to the situation. Legacy. Remember, you could have been put on this earth for a reason. Well, I mean, you are put on this earth for a reason, but your family, you could have been put on this earth to heal something in your family, or your family was brought to go do something, to bring you guys together as a divine partnership. I cannot even pronounce that name. I'm gonna try though. Adrinka King. Please forgive me, sir. The symbol represents charisma, leadership, and greatness. The main factors needed to build a strong legacy that our descendants would be proud of. Getting through stuff to build a legacy for your children. This card indicates a need to focus on the legacy you are currently leaving behind. Focus on the legacy you are currently leaving behind. Are you creating a legacy of honor and integrity, or one of repetitive trauma and obstacles for your descendants? So it's like, I feel like you're healing. What are the 3 words? Charisma, leadership, and greatness, okay? Maybe your parents were destined to do these things and you didn't feel like you were great enough to do it, so you didn't do it. Or people are noticing that you were sent here to do these great things, okay? Or just you simply yourself are noticing you're here to do these great things. But maybe you've been sticking around with something because you thought that that's what you needed to do for your children. said. Are you creating a legacy of honor and integrity, or repetitive trauma and obstacles for your descendants? So it's like you're moving on. People, places, and things that are causing wars and battles to what you were here to fulfill, your legacy for your children, your seeds that were planted on earth. Crown chakra, we mentioned crown chakra earlier. Getting a new crown. Look at how the beads are falling down to the crown. If you go outside, the moon looks just like this right now. Crown chakra. Our crown chakra is our connection to higher dimensions of awareness and spiritual abilities. Your ancestors could have powerful crown chakras that allowed them to transcend time and space. You have that ability available to you as well. This card could also indicate a need to clear your crown chakra so you can develop a better connection to your ancestors or guides. I feel like that's just like guiding you. You've been, a confirmation you've been doing the such, or it's confirming that you need to get into your crown chakra more. Maybe that's something, your family didn't do in the past, and that's something you're teaching to yourself and now your children. Separation. Separation is the unwanted separation and lack of contact from those we love and cherish. It can also indicate divorces, forced migration, and neglect. When this card appears, your ancestors experienced some forms of separation that is still influencing you on your subconscious level. The impacts of this could be codependent or avoidant behaviors. So it's time to acknowledge, that there's still some lingering codependent or avoidant behavior that need to be addressed and healed at this time. If you right away say, oh no, that's not me or whatever, oh no, I don't need to do that, you really need to go back in within, because they're letting you know that there is. And they're also telling you healing that fight or flight. Do I stay and fight for this, or should I go? If that's something you're constantly battling all the time, go within and get a definite answer on that. There's no reason that you should live in anxiety all the time, wondering. And then they say if you wonder, then let it go for a while, so you could totally be out of that energy, out of it completely, and then figure it out. All right, Aquarius, for your growth, let's get a message for your growth. I got my Ascension cards out. And then I also grabbed the Quantum Oracle. So what does the universe want to give you a message in regards to your growth and coming forward? Ooh, almost burning this card. A fiery transformation. Check you out. Ending cycles, burning bridges. Because that bridge was almost on fire, right? Transformation. Or you could be healing from bridges almost burnt down. I don't know why they made me sing. Mind the bridges burning down, burning down, burning down. Mind the bridges burning down, my fair lady. Is that even how it goes? I don't even remember. That was so long ago. Bridges that were created are burning down. In regards to the fair lady, who was always fair, are you transforming? I feel like because it has this fox out here, My fair lady, the bridges are burning for the foxes that were in your life. Friends and colleagues, which opens new bridges, new connections. When you let something go, the universe gives you something better. Some people don't want to hear that, especially if you like recently unfriended them or cut your cords with them or whatever. But it's, have you ever seen that meme where it's like, God's like, no, give it to me. And the little boy doesn't want to give over the little stuffed animal, but behind God's arm, he has this even bigger stuffed animal for him. It's like that. So, I mean, that's what you're working on, is endings and new beginnings. Good job, Aquarius. In regards to your spiritual ascension, they want you to take forward in gold and silver cloak. It says, when you have chosen this card of perfect harmony. When you have chosen this card of perfect harmony. Wait, you have chosen the card of perfect harmony. Sorry. Third time's a charm, they say. You have balanced your wisdom and power, giving and receiving. You're connected with hollow earth and the seventh heaven. Oh, that was one of my favorite movies, shows growing up, Seventh Heaven. I was such a nerd, I'm telling you. I've always been connected, I never knew. It offers you the courage to love. Hollow earth, maybe look that up, and the seventh heaven. It offers you the courage to love, to open your heart. This makes you magnetic to people, animals, and situations so that you can attract all that is for your highest good. Your guidance is to bring yourself into harmony and balance, then visualize yourself wearing the gold and silver cloak that you drawn in your angel. So that you draw in angel sonics to purify the energy around you. Expect the unexpected and miraculous. That's pretty cool. Visualize yourself wearing the gold and silver cloak. So Aquarius, start visualizing that. Unicorns. My daughter bought unicorn ice cream today. Yeah. Number 22, your angels say for your ascension, when you think about unicorns, your frequency rises and you attune to them. These pure white 7, you guys. These pure, white, 7th-dimensional ascended horses are touching you as you read this card, which is funny as I looked at my TV now, it says 7-Eleven. They have come to you because, 777 jackpot. My crown is tingling. You guys work on those crown chakras. They have come to you because you have a soul desire to serve humanity or the planet. Bathe yourself in the energy, and they will give you the dignity, confidence, and strength to do what is right. Other people will sense this and respond to it. Unicorns grant wishes to the pure in heart, so ask them to bring something significant to you now. I connect with the unicorns. I am the unicorn, okay? I'm just kidding. That was a side note. But connect to the unicorns, okay? And the moon, remember, I love all these synchronicities here. Remember, I said go outside and the new moon, it's still getting out of the new, right? It's still in the small crescent. The moon, the 11 card, remember 7-Eleven, 7th heaven, 7 heaven. 7 horses. What was the other one? 7 what? How did I lose the card already? What do we have? Hollow earth, 7 heaven, and 7th-dimensional ascended horses. Okay. Now on to the moon, 11, because we got 7-Eleven. You gotta follow with me. The moon is revealing some things. High priestess. Pay attention. What time is it? 29:56. 11:11. I love you, universe. Thank you. The moon is the casual chakra of the universe and radiates divine feminine energy. Did you know there's the casual chakra of the universe? The moon. The moon is the chakra of the universe. What? We learn something new every day. The moon is the casual chakra of the universe and radiates divine feminine energies. Call on it to cleanse your aura and energize you. Remember, the influence of the celestial body is always there, whether you can see it or not. When you are offered this card, you are called on to practice your feminine qualities of love, wisdom, compassion, intuition, inclusiveness, discernment, and oneness. Your guidance is to go within and seek answers from your huge font wisdom. The moon will bring you clarity so that you can flow with the current ascension. Affirmation to say is, I listen to my divine feminine wisdom. This is a beautiful one to end it out in. So divine feminines, really, your wings are growing. My back is itching, so I had to say that. Your wings are growing. Your angels are with you. They're asking you to please get in a routine, to spend time alone, and to go within. But they're also asking you to grow in these areas. Patience, planning, growth. Maybe your Lilith. Look at your Lilith in your birth chart. And Fox. Fox is either you acting out of your Lilith or other people, you know, acting out in their Lilith towards you. So take it how it resonates. I mean, there's always a mix of both, right? When you're light, you always, the dark is attracted to light, right? It's just a thing. So, that's a whole nother situation for a whole nother reading. But there's always going to be snakes in the grass, foxes ready to watch, you know. But they're really, really asking you to call in your feminine qualities back down to ground zero. You're born again. You're a brand new baby girl. You're a where'd she go? I don't know why I am obsessed with always getting the cards back out. You're a brand new baby girl, practicing her feminine qualities of love, wisdom, compassion, intuition, inclusiveness, discernment, and oneness. When you've been inconclusive, you've used your discernment to burn that bridge for now. If the bridge is meant to be rebuilt, it'll be rebuilt, right? God didn't put lumber, nails, screws, hammers, and all that shit out here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a boat on here on the TV. I love it. All right, you guys. I love you lots, Aquarius. Y'all are doing a thing. New age of Aquarius. If you are an Aquarian right now and you are practicing in your light workiness, universe is praising you with nothing but love and glory at this time. However, sometimes we all get like a reality check to people placing things around us or within us. So if you've been in that mode, it's like you're coming out of it a whole brand new person. So cheers to that, queens and kings. Alright, I love you guys lots. Thank you, angels, Holy Spirit, God, universe, for bringing us here today. Please close us out with nothing but love and protection. So mote it be.